Hi, this is Kerry with Multicopter Warehouse and the DJI Colorado store here in Centennial, Colorado. And today I've got the DJI Mavic Air 2. Stay right there. We'll be right back. As you've probably seen, DJI just announced the Mavic Air 2, and I have the Fly More combo here. We're going to open this guy up and see what it's like, compare the sizes, and hopefully get down into it. But this is the Fly More combo, as I said. So you get the carrying case, the aircraft, a full extra set of props, the new remote, can't wait to take a look at that, the triple charging hub, which is a new design, kind of more like the Spark, which hopefully I like that, 2 extra batteries, the power bank adapter, and ND filters. It's going to be very interesting to see what ND filters are included. That's going to be a big first for DJI. So let's open it up and see what we've got. Now, the only spec that's on this box at all is the ADS-B in the AirSense. So you can see when there's other aircraft in your area. That'll be manned aircraft, not other drones. Manned aircraft have to have ADS-B out, and we can be notified whenever there's an aircraft in the area. So that's a pretty cool feature that we've only seen on the enterprise products, but DJI said would be in all their aircrafts that are more than 250 grams after the first of the year. This being the first product, it's the first consumer product to have ADS-B. So that's pretty cool. Okay, well, let's look at it here. And we have the travel case, which most everything must be inside, and this box that has a icon for the manual and the props. So I'm guessing that has the manual and the props in it. Everything else must be in the bag. So let's take a look at what we have here. Okay, got a nice bag here, and there's a front pouch that'll be handy for maybe props or the ND filters. Let's open it up, and we have the aircraft, the remote, charger, batteries must be in there, and the charging hub. So let's get some of this stuff out of the way. The new charging hub, very nice. I like the way it's going to sit more flat on the ground versus the Mavic 2 charging hub where the battery stood up. So like me, I take my aircraft in my Jeep all the time, and if I'm bouncing around, those batteries would fall right off the charging hub. This looks like it's going to keep them a lot more secure. So we've got the 2 additional batteries in here. We have the new remote. Going to have to dig into this and see what's up with this new design. And we have the Mavic Air 2. So definitely part of the Mavic family for sure. It has front-facing obstacle avoidance and rear avoidance, but it does not have side avoidance like the Mavic 2 series. So that looks pretty nice. On the bottom here, we've got the standard bottom sensors, and this looks like maybe an infrared sensor for detecting the altitude, as well as looking at the patterns of the floor for its position hold. This also looks like an LED. So we've seen that on the higher end Mavics with, being able to turn on when it's landing. It's going to be interesting to see if we can turn that on as a beacon or a strobe as well. It'd be nice if one was on top, but hey, we'll take one on the bottom if we can. Looking at the camera here, it's got a single motor on the back, and it's supported on both sides of the camera. That's really nice. That's going to give it a lot more stability. And it looks pretty nice. I mean, so far, build quality looks really good. It's definitely a step up from the Mavic Air, but definitely doesn't have some of the features of the Mavic 2 Pro. But let's compare some sizes here. So I'm going to grab a Mavic Mini, and we'll do a little size comparison with the Mini. So it's definitely a bit bigger than the Mavic Mini, which of course we expected. It's not 250 grams like the Mavic Mini is, so we expected it to be bigger, but not, huge in size. So let's compare it to a Mavic 2, and it's about the same difference between the Mini and the Air as it is from the Air to the 2. So it's definitely right in the middle between the Mavic Mini and the Mavic 2. So good size, I like that. Super portable. It's very light, but the build quality is on par with the Mavic 2, where the Mavic Mini feels a little on the plasticky side because of the weight reduction. This feels very robust. Let's take a look at this new remote. This is kind of interesting. On the front, we have return to home, power, tripod, normal, and sport, a function button, and it has a camera icon here. Not quite sure what that's for yet. I guess we'll figure that one out. And on the top, we have our standard shutter and our gimbal tilt. And okay, on the bottom, we have USB-C for charging, and we have a spot for our joysticks. So that's kind of nice. Now this new controller, instead of having the phone on the bottom like the other Mavics, this has a little pull-out clamp for your phone. So I'm going to grab my phone here. This is an iPhone 11X Max. So pretty much the largest phone you're going to find around, and it has a Polar Pro case on it, which definitely adds to the size, and it fits perfect. I definitely like the way this fits in here. So it's right about the same width, and the clamp works perfectly. Now, in the back, we have a spot for our USB cables. Okay, so I guess this one comes around here. Probably should have pulled that cable out first. I'll put the phone back in, and cable plugs in, but it's got a nice little storage spot for the cables. I think that's going to be pretty handy. Now, this isn't going to fit a tablet or even an iPad mini like the other ones would, so we're going to need to see if some of the adapters that we have, like the Mav mount or the flight deck, will fit in here so that we can put a tablet on. So we'll try that later on. Good feel to it. I kind of like the phone up here versus on the bottom, where my hands would kind of cover it, and it was more difficult to kind of reach down and get to the controls. All the controls will be right up here. So I think I kind of like this. What's strange is there's no antennas. I don't know if they're built in to this. I don't know if they're just built into the remote. Not really sure where the antennas are located, but there's no antennas to fold out, which means there's no antennas to break. So I think that's going to be a plus. Let's take a look at the charger. So we have a very, very lightweight charger. So it's kind of nice, not heavy at all. And it can connect to one battery, or we can take this and connect it to the charging hub. And let's see how well the battery fits. Oh, that's super nice and snug. I mean, look at that. That's not going to come out. And sitting on the table or in the car, something, that is way more secure than the Mavic 2 charging hub. I like this a lot. Yeah, big fan. That is a big, big improvement. So what I don't see are some of the other accessories, so they must be in here. There's a zipper compartment up here, and we have the additional USB cables. So that's included there. We have a USB cable for, that'd be for charging the remote or probably downloading images. Well, I don't think there's any internal memory on the Mavic Air 2, but if you've got your card in there, you can probably act as a reader with that. And we have got the power bank adapter right there. If you're not familiar with what this does, it allows you to plug this onto one of the batteries, and it has 2 USB ports on the back. So you could use a battery, put this on here, and then charge your remote or charge your phone. So it turns your battery into a power bank. And then we have this nice little case of ND filters. So this is what I'm really curious about as to what ND filters it includes. Well, it has a 16, a 64, and a 256. That is really interesting. I would not have expected that. Normally, with filter sets, we see 4, 8, 16, and the 4 and the 8 are pretty well useless on an aircraft like this because there's no aperture control. So with that, you're shooting wide open, you need darker ND filters. Having the lowest one be a 16, that's probably going to be a good go-to ND filter for most of your flying. On those super, super bright days, an ND64 is going to be killer. But when would you need an ND256? That is more of a creative filter. That's going to allow you to do long exposure shots, getting light trails off cars, doing silky smooth waterfall shots. That is going to be a great creative filter. So I think it's awesome that not only does DJI have ND filters available at the time of the product release, it's included in the Fly More combo. That is simply amazing. I'm absolutely blown away. And the fact that it has useful filters, the 16 and the 64, and a good creative filter, the 256. So I think DJI really knocked it out of the park with the ND filters. Now, this is going to use the DJI Fly app, just like the Mavic Mini, because I'm very excited about this camera. It's a 1/2-inch sensor, and on the camera, it says 48 megapixels. That's kind of a strange combo. I was expecting something high megapixel with multiple photos, just like the Mavic 2 Zoom can do, but we're going to have to see exactly what this camera is capable of and whether we can shoot in DNG and some of those other kind of higher end features. I want to see if those are included with the Mavic Air 2 like they were on the original Mavic Air. So we've got some specs here. So you can see the flight time, the distance, all those good things right here. Those you can read all about everywhere. I really wanted to just get in and see what was really included in this Fly More combo because nothing is on the box other than saying it has ADS-B. So now we get a chance to see that it does come with a cool set of ND filters. We see how the remote control sets up, and this new charging hub is super, super cool. So very excited about this. Can't wait to go out and fly it. We do have this available for pre-order right now on our website. Got the prices right here below. So check it out. And as soon as we get up in the air, we'll get some real life footage of the Mavic Air 2. So thanks for watching my little unboxing here of the Mavic Air 2. This has been Kerry with DJI Colorado and Multicopter Warehouse. And I'll catch you real soon with some cool footage. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.